Hi guys, it's Christian here from Chrissy Tarot, and I'm here to do a reading for the sign of Taurus. If you're a Taurus sun, moon, or rising, this is the video for you. Thank you guys for tuning in to my channel. Please go ahead and click that subscribe button if you haven't already. And keep in mind that all readings can't possibly work for every single person. So take what resonates and leave behind what does not, okay? Also be sure to check out your rising and moon video as well. You may find messages there. I am available for personal readings, and the information will be down below in the details, as well as how to donate to my channel. Thank you guys for watching, and let's get into it. So this is going to be for September 15th through the 30th. If you've missed the first portion, go ahead and check that out on my channel. And let's see here. I'm going to pull from the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck. See what the energy is of Taurus at this time, okay? 2 cards. Ooh, okay, a little all over the place, okay? So with this, the fish and the mouth together, this is this very anti energy. This you might be feeling all over the place. I know I'm a Taurus as well. I haven't got to those dates yet, but I'm definitely feeling this energy right now. This could definitely have something to do with the Pisces full moon that just came through. I can't remember exactly which day, but in like the first weeks of September. But something here, it has you feeling impulsive and hasty and wishful. I think that that for us, Mars going into retrograde, it ends this period of we're a sign that likes to do. We believe in hard work. We believe in putting one foot in front of another, even if they're taking small baby steps to be able to get somewhere. And this is kind of like where the fish energy is kind of where we're getting, where we may feel it may be just an illusion with this Piscean energy that I'm kind of getting from here. Just this illusion of making us believe that we're not going, that we're not elevating, or that we're not moving closer to our goals. So we feel like we may be taking steps for nothing, and in that we start to panic with that, and then it becomes very let's get there now, rushy, right? Every time I see the fish card, I always think about the fish kind of flipping out of water or running out of water, and that's kind of what I'm getting here. Like maybe someone feels like they're running out of time, or maybe someone is kind of like on a time schedule or something like that. Oh, well, I am as well. But I'm thinking about that as I read this. But yeah, this is definitely just that kind of feeling. And the mouth spirit, to me, it can be just a little bit pessimistic. It's one of the first of the air cards in this, so it's a little bit undeveloped as far as course of action. So it may just kind of be very reactive instead of receptive, because it just wants to find some type of light. So we're living in this fish energy right here, where we're kind of all over the place, splashing all over the place, and then there's this just an ounce of this little light that we can take. We're pretty much at the point of desperation to where we'll take whatever we can get. But there is a need to not take shortcuts, to understand why you're in this place, and to make sense of it, because there'll be more moments that come like this, and we don't always want to take the easy way out every time a situation comes that makes us feel uncomfortable, or that makes us feel out of our comfort zone, okay? So we don't always want to take that. Sometimes it's meant for us to sit in the comfort zone so that we can become adaptable. Like I'm seeing that up here, and then it says travels well. So yeah, there's more times along the journey that you're going to get here, and every time that you get in this space, usually if we want to bring something into creation, if we want to manifest something, it's very easy for us to be able to do that. As earth signs, we rule the element of earth. So if you want to create an easy way out, guess what? You'll create an easy way out. Now, does that necessarily mean that that was the best thing for you, or that you took in the lessons that brought, of the reason of why you're here, okay? It's time to identify that, okay? And maybe there's been so much escapism, kind of, from where we're supposed to be, that we've gone so far off course that at this point anything will bring us, can try to come along that might be shiny, that we'll kind of like attach onto, so that we don't have to live in this space anymore. But this is for you to find your own light. This moon here is giving me your own intuition, your own understanding, and your own intuitive knowledge of where you are and why you're here, and how to bring yourself out of it, instead of trying to find a way out. Because if you find a way out, it's going to be temporary, and then whenever you come back, whenever you get to that place again, instead of learning, you know, being adaptable and learning how to navigate through situations that you know, that are that way, we kind of stay stuck in, you know, we find the way out, okay? And then we keep having to repeat the same lesson, repeat the same lesson, repeat the same lesson, okay? So that's kind of what I'm getting there with that. I want to pull a card from the Psychic Tarot of the Heart. Spirit, as far as for September 15th. And a lot of times, so this could have to do with love. This could have to do with relationships. This is the Two of Cups here. So this could be where we're trying to, where this could be pertaining to love. This could be where we use love as escapism, or we we use love as escapism, or this could be going for the wrong people or connecting with the wrong people, and having this expectation that they're going to be able to provide us with the missing part of ourselves here with the Two of Cups. I'm kind of just getting here with this. So there is nothing outside of yourself that is going to provide anything other than a temporary solution. So even when it looks like it's kind of like coming together, if you're in this state, and if it's anything outside of you that brings you out of this state, it can be fleeting. And that's what the energy of the month is. It's very, very fleeting. It's very, very elusive. It's not something that you can keep forever. It chases just a little piece of light, and you don't want the light. You want the whole entire enchilada. You know, you want the whole shebang. So this is where we have to avoid making decisions that kind of put us in that space to where we're escaping from our reality, from our emotional center. Water just represents our emotions, and we have to learn how to be okay with the tides of them, whether it's going up or it's going down. Okay, so that's kind of what I have there with this with that right there. Let's see, I'm gonna pull another card. Let's see here. All right. What do we have here? So we have the Queen of Raphael. Follow your heart, a love of home and family, trusty psychic information. Yes. So this is the Queen of Cups. This is totally that intuitive thing. This is figuring this out and having this emotional understanding and ability to with yourself. Following your heart definitely means listening to what your emotions are telling you. Now, sometimes when emotions talk to us, they're not always comfortable. They're not always the peaceful kind of emotions that kind of, you know, that we welcome in, like joy and, you know, happiness and things like that. Sometimes they speak to us in a different language. So it's just like having a box of crayons, right? And then you take out your favorite colors, and then you're trying to color a rainbow, but your favorite color isn't green, or it isn't red, or something like that, or you don't like them. Well, your rainbow is only going to represents so much if you're limited on the colors. It makes the experience of the rainbow so limited. And I guess I'm kind of trying to say it's almost like if you have to color something that's very colorful, but you're only using two colors to try to do that. Whenever you get in tune with all of your emotions, you can use all of your crayons to kind of create, you know, instead of having to use a couple of them and relying on those, because we'll burn them out thinking that they're supposed to. And that's kind of what that's funny that I'm saying that. It's kind of like burnt out. That's kind of like that energy right here of the moth, because we're using maybe a couple of emotions here, a couple of parts of ourselves, and not the whole being to be able to create. The reason that we don't use the whole being is because the emotions that are a little bit darker, the emotions that are a little bit heavier, that aren't as light, we kind of try to navigate away from them instead of understanding them to be able to create and to bring things together using that energy. But the Queen of Cups is very nurturing to all parts of herself and all the things. Oh, I was like, why is it Queen of Raphael? Raphael, but in tune with all of her emotions. You see, as she sits here, once again, you see this crescent moon here as kind of like this sign, and then you see these waters kind of raging all around her, but you see her kind of sitting here still, you know, understanding this book here, understanding the purpose of them, okay? Letting them all shine. You have to shine. You have the starfish here. It says, follow your heart, a love of home and family, trustworthy psychic information. And whenever you do that, you're able to tap in to how to get yourself out of the situation. So what you feel like you're doing, Taurus, is you feel like you may be going deeper, like, oh no, I'm not going back that way. I'm going deeper. That's the wrong direction. I'm going back towards the things that have hurt me. I'm going back towards the pain. I'm going back towards that uncertainty. Yes, you are. You're going to revisit it, but you're doing it from this place of authority. You're doing it from this place of power. And as you go in and you do it, you're able to make peace with some of these things from the past in a way that empower you, okay? Everything I try to tell people, in every hurt that you have, there is this like elixir that comes if you can get over the sting, right? If you can get over the sting of the situation, then there is this such a blessing and such a lesson. You see here, with this could be in relationships. This could be where you're not wanting to, oh, I'm over that relationship. Yes, you may be over it, the person may be out of your life, but we still haven't understood the importance of why we're in that situation, which is this is it right here. Okay? This is understanding. This is going back, swimming back to the point that you lost yourself, to the pieces of yourself that you feel like were lost. Because right now, if you're lacking identity, it's because of that. It's because we've chosen to throw away, as the old folks say, or the elders say, throw away the baby with the bathwater, the good with the bad, okay? So life is a little bit more difficult than to just say yes or no, it's done. Some situations require a little bit more of an intricate approach, like this, like love. Yes, the relationship may have not gone great. Yes, the person may have treated you in ways that you didn't like and they may have hurt you. But what things did you learn from them? It doesn't have to say, oh, but I still love them. They were the nicest person to cook pancakes for me. No, it doesn't have to be something like that. What major lesson did you learn? Because if you've learned to say no to a person like that and to move on, then you learned how to love yourself. So is this really all a bad experience? Do we really just need to never, ever look back on it again? Because this is your source of reference, okay? This is where you've learned how to love yourself through the downfalls and the pitfalls of other people, or through your relationships in your life. So what you do is you take the things that you've learned, and these are precious things. They're pearls. You see this right here, and you use them to be able to bring yourself back to back in alignment with yourself and with your inner knowing, with your intuition, with your intelligence, and you understand. And the next time you see those things coming your way, you're able to navigate away from them, because you didn't take on another situation like that or another person like that just to get out of this space of being by yourself or alone. Or this could be friends, this could be a job, this could be anything, but whatever is like fleeting, whatever is not something that's permanent, the mouth energy is very, very temporary. And that's kind of what I got there, okay? So I'm going to pull, we're going to figure out the reason that we want to get away, the reason that we want to be there so fast, and then we're going to heal that part of ourselves so that we can be okay on our journey and we can be back on track. And it could have come as a tower moment for you, so it could have been something that just kind of happened that kind of put you here, like, oh my God, I'm lost. I don't know where I'm at. I don't know my way. This is where Mars comes to shake things up for us, to make us move, to make us operate in that kind of way. So this is where you could have had your eyes set on something, and this is where the universe, or something that you were planning on, or a person that you were planning to be with, and this is what the universe is saying: not big enough, not great enough. We have something greater for you, but you need to figure out what's making you be so attached to taking so little, when you're worth so much, when you're valued as so much. So this situation could have come in a relationship as a shock. It could have been something that kind of broke you two apart, if it is romantic, or it could have been a friendship or a job. But whatever the separation is, I kind of feel like whatever you were trying to build, it kind of got kind of pushed away. So that you can be left by yourself to figure out how to build on stable, sturdy ground, so that you don't have to worry about things coming in. As you see, are things coming in to take that away from you. Now here you see this crown, and the crown is round, and the tower is square, and it's not possible for the universe to be able to bring things in when it's built on a faulty foundation. So this is to say, what is your foundation? What do you stand for? What things have you learned? How are you moving forward? Okay, if these lessons are here, Taurus, it's It's time for us to learn how to ground these lessons, to be able to not just let them be experiences that we had, but to let them be wisdom that we have. Like here, where she's sitting with this book in her hands and she's letting that be her guide. She's not going through the same thing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times just to learn the same lesson in the end. Okay. So this is where we're needing to ground the information. It's like you've already been through the test. It's just time for you to ground what you've been through. And then here it's the conflict. Here it is. And this is where you're kind of going against the grain, going against the grain. This is 5. This is going down a path, that works, but that doesn't really work out for anyone. It feels good temporarily, but it doesn't in the end. Look at the people in the background, okay? We've done all of this for nothing. We've gotten ourselves all roughed up. You know, we've taken on more than we should. We've fought battles that are unnecessary. We've been counterproductive to ourselves because we've been trying to build up, trying to steady build this tower as the universe is trying to make it fall apart. So allow yourself to be open to receiving the change that is coming over your life and not to fight against it, because it's already here. It's inevitable. There's nothing that you can do to make these things come back. You can't be unshown the things that you've been shown. You can't unsee the things that you've seen. You can't unknow about people. So you can't it's not like you're moving in this movement like you're naive and that's why you're doing this. This is honestly making decisions that you already know are not going to be very great as it pertains to partnerships and communication with people, with the knowledge that it's not going to be great before you even do it. And this is saying why, if that's the case, then it's not worth your time. Okay, so let's just see here. One last card, well, 2 last cards. I'm going to pull one from here and then we'll pull some advice. Let's see here. Okay, what's the conclusion of the situation? Okay, so look how you come out. Whenever you start to invest in yourself, whenever you start to figure out yourself, you come out, you're able to be independent and self-sufficient. Okay, this is a very, very good card to have after this moment of feeling like you've needed someone or you needed something to be able to beat this quick fix. And whenever you can kind of fight against that for yourself and stand up for yourself in that way, take whatever things that the rest of this month has brought you or the things that have fallen off, and instead of fighting to gain them back, look at the opportunity that it presents to you. Look at the space that it gives you. You've been working at this for a long time to be able to be self-sufficient and okay within oneself. Okay, this is the card of that. This is the card of getting there. Okay, using the knowledge that you have to be able to bring abundance into your life, and not just abundance financially, but emotionally as well, to be able to bring that in. We think of abundance, we always think finances, but this is just living in an attitude of gratitude and an attitude of abundance, because you've already been through all of these lessons, all of these different lessons, to be able to gain all of this value and this worthiness of the journey that you've been on. But I think that you're having a hard time seeing it because it's stored in the past, and if you are unwilling to go back to the past, then you miss out on a lot of the magic that is your life. That is your life force. That are the lessons that you've had. And if you were to sit down and to write down all the things you've been through and all the things you've learned, you'll be like, wow, I'm in a way better place than I was starting out in this. Because if you're going from like this fish here, not really having a path, to not really knowing how to adapt, not really knowing where to go, chasing these little glimpses of life, then everything is coming together once you step into this space of trying to understand why you're in this place that makes you have to look for that to get out. As a result of whatever this is falling apart, instead of you fighting against it, you're fighting for understanding in it. And as you do that and you understand those emotions, you come out of it in a way better spot than you went in. Okay, so that is what I have. And let's see here, I'm going to pull I think this is called a real, I can't remember what the name of this deck is, but let's see, Spirit. All right. Okay, so look, it's funny here. Got this card, Janae Aiko, I think that's her name. I mess up her last name, but this is all about Being expressive, it says it is healthy to honor and express your emotions through any medium you choose, art, writing. Understanding and respecting your moods and emotions leads you to greater levels of emotional discovery and emotional maturity and self-discovery. So you see how this card kind of sums this up, this understanding of these emotions, understanding them, not running away from them and finding something else to be able to kind of throw yourself in, or to enthrall yourself in. This is having this understanding. The Queen of Raphael is the Queen of Cups. She's very, very totally understanding of her emotions, how it is that she feels, how it is she wants to feel. Look at her in this deck. So you see how she's looking at her emotions and finding this understanding of her emotions. The cups represent those, okay? And from that, she's able to focus on them and not to be caught up in the stream that you see in front of her, okay? Once again, this could definitely have something to do with relationships, as I'm seeing these two dolphins in the back, okay? And maybe what the universe is waiting on is for you to understand your emotions a little bit more, because what I'm getting here with the Two of Cups is you're going to continue to get matches based on the lack of self-discovery, the lack of your emotional knowledge of the lack of knowledge of your emotions brings about people who are who don't know their emotions as well. Okay, then you find yourself in a situation where it falls apart. Okay, you fight to try to make it work, and then it further holds you back from being in this place of power, of independence, because you don't want to go into relationships codependent. You want to go into them independent, and then as you become this person, you'll see that it matches back. Okay. So that is what I have for you guys, Taurus. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, subscribe. And you can find out information about how to book me for a one-on-one reading, as well as how to donate to my channel down below. Thank you guys for watching. Bye-bye.